What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chris Jones, NoVACAIN Kennels. All right, remember yesterday I started the Cranberries, right? I mean, you can see the color in here and there. But what I decided to do, yeah, see a bunch of cranberries right there. What I decided to do instead of, just making my cranberry puree and mixing it into the food, I decided to add the entire thing to a batch of the old school food, the way I used to make it. Felt like doing a small batch of that. So what I ended up doing was going to my grocery store, picking up some veggies. You see the carrots, you see some celery in there. I was gonna add collards to it. I bought the collards, but I just go with the carrots and celery, and I eat the collards myself because I want some collards today. But anyway, you see some chopped liver, you see some chopped kidney with the fat still in there. Third time saying it, with the fat still in there. The fat is very critical. I keep saying this on multiple videos. But anyway, over here, when I went to the store, I got also saw some ground beef, and I saw some ground pork, real cheap. So I grabbed 1.5 pounds of each, and I added that in here already, and I mixed that in with the cranberries. Once I mixed in the cranberries, I added extra water so it wouldn't gel up like the canned cranberry sauce. Real cranberry sauce, you cook it down. I think it's called lycopene. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it's called. That turns into like that gel once it's cooked up and it starts to cool. You can actually, if you didn't know that, that's how you get cranberry sauce, the gelled cranberry sauce. They don't add gelatin to it. It's naturally in the cranberry. So I added extra water to it, so it made it real runny. All right, so one of the old school things that I used to do with my food is I used to ground up oatmeal. Old-fashioned, slow-cooked oatmeal. I mean, when you're looking at it here on the top, man, look how fine it is. A lot of people's like, come on, man, you got to cook your oatmeal. You got to cook your oatmeal. I grind it up so fine that I never had an issue with it having to be cooked, because what I do is I add a little water, a little oil, a little apple cider vinegar to my vegetables. And what happens is with this finely ground stuff, that moisture gets sucked right up into it, and I don't worry about having to cook it. A lot of people say, man, you gotta cook it, but when you can get it fine like this, look how fine that is, man. That's super fine. Look at that. It's getting stuck into my fingerprints. It's so fine. Look at that. There's no need to cook that. It's not going to harm your dog, no way. If anything, your dog's going to drink a little bit more water, but because it's soaking up all the fluids from the cranberries, and it'll soak up the fluids from, the ground meats or the chopped meats and the food processed vegetables, I don't have to worry about that. All right. So yeah, with this, the kidney and the liver, that's chopped up old school style. Before I even got into the grinders and stuff, I used to just take my stuff, man, get out my my blades, sharpen my blades up, chop it up, or use my kitchen scissors and chop it up into nice chunks for my dogs. That's how they used to eat when I first got into this. But I'm bringing the old school one back. I just felt like doing that. I remember my boy King Kane that passed away a year ago today. But yeah, give me a second, because I just dropped the bowl inside here. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in, and you can see the cranberries. They'll be on the bottom. 1 second. See if I can set that up right there for y'all. Alright, so now you can see some cranberries there, and you can see the ground meat. real well on the bottom. I got a coarser ground meat, no bone, of course. But yeah, see the ground meats there, and cranberries. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, guys. You'll see this later on as one of their meals. Need to wash my hand, get some gloves on, get that mixed up. But like I said, you'll see this later on as their meal today on Sunday. It's Chris Jones, NoVACAIN Kennels, and we're out.